putting off my feet on the sand.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Giants going up against the Raiders. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This fielded at the 2. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd and short. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 41-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Oh, he's got some breathing room. LaTuani. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him in. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mario Edwards in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is down deep into Giant territory. Give him 30 yards there. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes.
And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he?
He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it well, his intensity seems to win the day for him.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punter Wing is on as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Throw on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Devon Kennard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. So let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fielded at the 33. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Mario Edwards. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Back to throw here. He finds an opening past the 40. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Well, he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 40. Yard line. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Getting set to go again. We're going to look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Looking to throw on second down. Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Carr now on first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Landon Collins. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, 9 yards to go. In motion, the tight end. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout that.
The Raiders swarm in and block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams.
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Let's go. Green. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Carr now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to try and throw. And he's got Moncrief. Give him 18 on that one. And it's first down, New York.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now back to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's go. Green, 30.
And a give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A carry for Foreman. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, what the quarterback has to do, make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game. Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll let it go, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking deep in the direction of... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Time for a break. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, they're able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The tight end in motion right. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll go with Foreman, and he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
And they have got the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Wide open receiver complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game.